guys, welcome to another episode of the CGA show. This time Dom is back, as you can see, and hope you've checked out the last couple episodes and let us know what you think. But without further ado, gentlemen, your numbers, please.
Ooh, what does our survey say? Who's going first today?
You, Dom, since
I'm going first since I'm back.
Yeah, you're going first.
Okay, all right. Let me think of a number. 47, like Agent 47. Let's go with that.
47. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Noah?
I'm going to pick, let's hope it doesn't shoot me in the foot, 73.
73.
Okay,
73, 47. Okay, I'll do 21.
21. Can you do something for me?
It has shot you in the foot. It is 79. It has directly shot you in the foot.
Yeah.
You
All right, let's see what it gives you for the wheel. Well, it's one that you'll like. It's gaming.
Okay.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
not bad.
Yeah. You got
Okay,
you got
awesome.
There you go.
Yeah.
I actually recorded my gameplay this time.
Hey!
Ooh.
Yay! Makes editing
Okay,
easier. All right. Hit us with the game.
I gotta remember the title because it is a Japanese game.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Persona 5. Persona 3.
I was thinking
No,
I was like, it's
sorry, it's not
It's
that.
not Persona 1? Okay.
Yeah.
Slightly
So-
disappointed, but okay.
The game I want to talk to you guys about today
Mhm.
is in the realm of super challenging, like very punishing games. Obviously, because it's a Japanese game, it is called Touhou Koryudo Unconnected Marketeers.
I have never,
I've
ever
never
heard of
In
this
my
game.
life.
So
You could be
it
bullshitting
is-
us for all we know.
Exactly. I just made that right up.
It is a bullet hell game. You guys know
Oh.
what that genre is.
Bullet Hell?
Bullet hell.
That's different from Bullet Storm?
Yes.
A Bullet Storm's a
Okay.
game.
Isn't
Yeah.
that? I thought that was like the whole thing where it's just like blah, 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 blah.
Oh,
Is that
could
all?
be. Yeah, but it's also
No.
a game too.
So-
Yeah.
It is a 2D game,
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
and you are usually piloting like some type of ship or something,
Mm.
and
Okay.
there's a million bullets on screen.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And this one is with anime girls.
Oh, we love
Okay.
those.
All right. You
Yeah.
piqued my interest now. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the entire premise of this is that you are like this magical girl who is trying to go through and find what is happening with the seasons or with the energies and time. This one is what's happening in the universe.
Okay.
So you
Okay.
get, I believe it's 5 playable characters, and it's a roguelike.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So along this whole thing, this is the gimmick of this one. You get money for defeating enemies. At the
Okay.
end of a stage, you can choose a card to get. They're either a passive skill, an equipment skill, or an active skill.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And they can make or break your runs like a regular roguelike.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
how
you
long,
offer
how long does that persist for? Like when you get the card, does like it continue
For the rest of the run.
game? Okay. Okay.
Mm.
and once you unlock a card, you can choose it as your starting cards,
Okay.
Okay.
which you get 2 starting cards.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. This one it's kind of notorious for being very insane gameplay because picture this. You know, regular enemies, you're not in a boss fight or anything. There might be over 300 bullets on the screen that you have to dodge.
Right. That's
Okay.
not easy.
Yeah.
How many bullets do you need to take before you it's like you're terminated, you're dead?
You get 4 lives.
One. This guy says one.
You get hit once, that's a life gone.
Okay, so four bullets and you're dead. Okay.
Yeah. And these boss fights are insane. They're all multi-stage boss fights. Like the first one I think is 4 stages. The second one is 5 stages, then just gets progressively more. The last boss has over 20 stages.
Oh, that sounds
Oh, okay.
And they all get progressively harder.
fun.
Yeah, makes sense.
And you also have these bombs, which are like a screen clearing bomb. You can get more of these through fighting the regular enemies. They drop down in like a star and they fill up a quarter of your bomb slot.
Mm.
So you get 4, you get a new bomb. And when you die, you get your bombs refreshed.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. The interesting gameplay comes in because you are just hyper focused on your sprite, making sure you don't get hit by anything.
Right.
And in order to do that, you have 2 firing modes. You have your regular fast firing mode, which is usually a wider spread. It can cover more enemies. And you have what is called the spirit mode. And spirit mode takes away your sprite and leaves only a small circle where your spirit is.
Okay.
Okay.
So you can maneuver better, but you move more slowly.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. And like you'll see some gameplay on the screen, but it is just like, okay, you know, you have a pixel where you can be safe. And you have to move constantly to stay in that perfect pixel and recognize the pattern where everything is going.
Mm-hmm.
Dom's looking at me like, why is this fun?
Yeah, I'm like, where's the point? I'm like, I'm trying to get to the point where we see the enjoyment in this. I'm like, you have 1 life, you die,
Yeah.
you get
Yeah.
4 of those, and you're like, yeah, it takes 1 hit, but like there's 300 bullets on screen, so like, yeah, just dodge everything.
Just dodge.
Just dodge. Just get good.
Oh,
Yeah.
also, if you move your sprite to the top third of the screen, you auto-collect all of the things that have dropped, and you get 5 times the points.
Okay.
Okay.
And points are important because if you get 100 million points, you get a free life
Okay.
Now, how quickly can you get 100 million points?
in about 4 stages.
Oh,
Okay.
so is that doesn't sound worth it to me.
So what's fun about this one is that the upgrades make it very easy to break the game.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can get ones that are like, oh, once you get 200 coins, you get a free life save.
All right, so
And
it's
you
like-
can pair that with another card that drops more money for every enemy you kill.
Kill, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just keep
So-
recycle those 2 cards. It's like,
Yeah. And
Like-
they're both active skills. So
Hmm.
they just stay there and you don't have to press anything.
okay,
Okay.
cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
So like that's one way you can perpetuate your thing. Or like I do, I go with a glass cannon build.
Naturally.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah. So I take 1 card that it gives you a slight increase to your invincibility timer, so
Mhm.
you can use your bomb like in a microsecond from when you get hit and save your life.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I take one that's a super focused like laser that just deals insane damage.
Ooh,
Mm.
we like lasers.
So yeah,
Fire in your laser.
Mm.
So that, I
Yeah.
guess that one's for bosses then, right? Like you'll use that
yeah,
on
bosses, strong
Mhm.
enemies.
Yeah.
I use that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I have neglected to mention the most compelling part of the game is the music.
Ah. Okay.
Oh, it is so good. Okay, so it's all like chip tune, very like arcadey music,
Yeah.
and it's all made by this one dude named Zune. And
Soon.
Zoom.
yes, it is banger. Like
Yeah.
you'll just get in, you'll get a bop, and it's like, oh, this is stuck in my head forever.
Yeah.
You'll be redoing stages just because you want to hear the
This
music.
is, yeah. Okay.
So I found this game way long ago because they're used to like the original games that came out on Windows 98 and then onto Windows 2000, and they just recently put out a new one. I haven't played it yet. Well, that came out last year. You can find all of the new ones on Steam.
Okay.
But they're very hard to find because there's a million fan games made for these this series.
Yeah. So finding the originals is actually harder because there's so many copies.
Or they're just fan service games.
Okay.
Because anime girls? Okay.
Because anime girls, yeah. But yeah, so like also disclaimer for all of the viewers and listeners, it is all in Japanese.
Okay.
That's fine.
English subs?
No subs.
Oh.
That's fine.
So you don't know what's going on at all.
Well,
in the game.
well, more incentive to learn. So
Yeah.
Or you can download the fan-made translation file and you can put it into the game.
Yeah.
no.
But where's the fun in that?
But where's the fun in that? Exactly. So, basic premise of this one is that you are investigating a mysterious rise in power and disturbance in the universe. You're going through to each of these stages, and the entire region, it's like the Touhou region, so it's northern Japan. You're going from place to place, trying to discover what it is, and eventually you just find a portal to the universe. There's multiple baddies that you gotta fight, and you end up fighting God.
Okay.
Which is a anime girl. Yes.
I love it. I love how that progression was just wow.
Yeah.
But like
start off in like Japan and you just end up fighting God, of course.
in all like Japanese games, it's always you end up fighting a god or god. Like look at Final Fantasy. There's like a god every corner that you gotta fight.
Yeah. Yeah. So this game, like, it's great for picking up and playing like a couple rounds. As much as I love this game, I only have 17 hours into it.
Okay.
Okay.
What's the actual like, total hours like complete?
I've never beaten the game.
Oh.
Like even on easy.
Oh, there's difficulties to this. Like I thought it was just one straight and it was,
no.
it was really
So there's easy, normal, hard, and lunatic.
So wait, if you're having trouble in easy,
is it easy you're playing on though? Actually,
I'm playing on normal.
Okay.
I'm playing on normal
okay.
because I want to challenge myself.
So if normal is like difficult, then
I've tried lunatic before.
Yeah.
Seizure warning. That's all I gotta say. Because normal, the first wave of enemies comes out. It's like they got like one projectile each. They're coming and they're slow. Lunatic, they shoot a string of 8 that slow down and accelerate through the screen, so it's hard to predict where it is. They track your movement and everything, so you got to find the like perfect spot that you can hide in between their shots or dip in between. Like once you get to lunatic, you can't be using the slow mode all the time. You have to be using fast. And yeah, like it's all keyboard control, so you're just using the arrow like the arrow keys.
Yeah.
So you can imagine how frustrating it is when you're like a pixel off and it hits you and kills you.
Like, that's it, you're dead.
Yeah.
Like you weren't perfect.
Yeah. And yeah, so these boss fights, they also give you an incentive not to use your bombs because you get a portion of the story. If you get all of the bosses killed without using any bombs, you get what's called the bonus card, and you need the bonus card to unlock the secret boss. So
normally you're getting the story like as you're playing, but there is also a portion of that's cut off for a special event in the game, like a game triggering event.
So there's like 8 routes.
Jesus.
Based on what you do.
Yeah.
So, for instance, in this one, if you don't buy anything, for instance, you get a different thing. So if that's doing the game with no abilities, if you use bombs on everything, you do the genocide run where you're killing everyone.
Okay.
If you beat them all without your bombs, then you get the true ending. No, you don't. You get the fake illusion ending. If you beat the game and you get all the cards. You get the secret boss, which is the intended ending. And then if you beat the game without shooting,
Nah. How can you
doing
do
a
that?
full pacifist, then you get the secret boss. The second secret boss, and then you get the true ending.
What in the
But how do you
Dishonored
beat-
did I just hear?
Right, how do you beat that game without firing? How?
Oh, you dodge through everything, and there's a timer on the bosses. So
Oh.
if you can survive for a minute on each of the stages, then it goes to the next one.
Okay,
Okay.
that makes sense. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. But I was like, how would you beat the game that way? Hmm.
There's 9 stages. I've only ever gotten to stage 7.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you're pretty
Oh,
much
you mean like
almost
in
done.
pacifist? Like not
No,
shooting?
no, regular.
Just general.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
There are legit moves in this that I have zero idea how you would dodge.
You're like, that's not possible. Like you're just lying.
Yeah. The only way I could think of is that if you're going fast enough and then
Mhm.
you like create their tracking spread wide enough, you can go in between the shots. But otherwise, I
Oh.
don't see
Yeah,
any way
to
you
time
could.
that would be
Yeah.
Like you have to be
difficult.
pixel
Like,
perfect.
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's,
So, like,
probably how you do it too.
Put it in perspective, there's a boss on the 3rd level where they do these concentric rings of attacks
yeah.
that come through, and there's a slight window when they overlap that you can go through
You
it.
can go right in it.
So you got to time it where you go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down to get to dodge in between these things, all while still shooting the boss.
Yeah.
right.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's move on from the frustrating achievements there, and tell us a little bit about the story. We're past the spoiler point, so you can spoil it now. Like,
Yeah,
story-wise.
yeah. So the whole story is that it's like, okay, the universe is going crazy, and you got these. Essentially, what they've done is open up a portal to another dimension that opens up all of these powers, additional to the magical girls, and like each of the boss fights is like an interrogation for the people who are getting these powers and trying to find out where it comes from.
Mm.
And around like stage 7, you discover that they are all given by this one god being. You can then go through, and after stage 7, then you go into the other dimension, spirit world,
Oh.
and you challenge them there, which can then transport you into the other universe, which is sending all this stuff down to there.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. I mean, sure.
Yeah.
Like it's very out there.
Yeah.
But this entire series I love. Like
Mm.
every game has its own gimmick,
Right.
Mm.
and that's like the big thing. This one is the roguelike cards. You're changing your run every time.
Okay.
But my favorite game in the series, because this one is number 17 in the series.
Mhm.
My favorite one is number 6. And that was on Windows 98.
Okay.
It's embodiment of Scarlet Devil.
Mm.
And that one, it's similar premise. Pretty much there's a devil that comes through and you're fighting its peons, and you have to fight everyone to get to the devil. And then you find out that they're not actually the devil. They're kind of like an angel who are keeping the devils away. And then you beat them, and then you have to protect the world against the devil. Yeah,
Right. Standard stuff.
standard stuff.
Hmm.
It's just, I've never had like a moment of pure meditation like I have in this game.
Oh, even more so than
Okay.
like Endling, where you're just
Yeah,
Always chill?
Like,
Oh,
so you know how sometimes when you get like hyper focused, you just get
Mm.
zen and like
yeah.
calm.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
what you mean.
This is what it induces.
Okay. Okay.
So you're just like in hyper focus. Nothing else matters but you and that freaking magic pixel that's keeping you alive.
yeah.
Just locked in.
Yeah.
Locked in. Okay.
Like-
So some people do Sudoku, and you do this.
I do this. So when I say I like hyper stressful games, this
Yeah.
is what I mean. I play things that give you
A
barely
rush.
any option or to survive. It's
Yeah.
based purely on your skill, pattern recognition, and attention to detail.
Mm,
Sounds like Dark Souls.
right.
Yeah, but harder.
But
yeah.
harder somehow, yeah.
Like
Wow.
at least in Dark Souls you can cheese. This
Yeah,
game you can't cheese.
You can't
That's
cheese.
true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
You said there's
Yeah.
17 iterations of this game, or more
well,
than
right
that?
now there's 19.
19. So how
Hmm.
long are each of these games in the series?
Like a regular run, like if you go from start to finish, should only take you 40 minutes.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
if,
not bad.
Okay.
If you can beat it.
Okay.
Oh, okay, that's not bad. So it's
Yeah.
so essentially, it's like trying to attempt to get to the end in one go. Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
You can, if you do lose all your lives, you can continue, but it doesn't count towards any cards that you get or high scores.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can get like 3 continues. Another punishing thing about dying is that you lose 1 full stack of your power level. So you can get up to power level 4, and
Hmm.
each time you get a power level, it upgrades your weapon.
Yeah.
Ah,
So
okay.
you start again, but you're weaker than the last
Yeah.
time that you failed.
Yeah. So you
Hmm.
start off, you might have like 2 lasers that go in a straight line. You get
Hmm.
level 2, you get like 3 lasers that are in like a W pattern.
Mhm.
Level 4, you'll get like 4 that are in like a widespread pattern.
Mm.
And number 5, you would get like that same 4, but then you would get another 2 in the middle.
Mm.
Okay. So the incentive
Yeah.
is at least good to upgrade, but at the same time, be careful of losing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's if you like classic arcade games and have been wondering why there aren't games like that put out, well, they are. It's
Mm.
just really hidden,
Mm.
and they're in like niche markets.
Yeah.
Right.
So this is like a super niche game that I play a lot.
Yeah, I was gonna say I never heard of it, but at the same time, the entire when you mentioned like 17 or 19 games, I'm like,
Yeah.
this must be super niche for not having
would-
heard of
yeah.
19 iterations of
Exactly.
game, yeah.
Like I believe that there's an anime about it. There's
Oh.
multiple light novels and
Okay.
manga about it. When I say that there's countless fan games, there's on Steam alone there's over 400 fan games, but only
Jesus.
19 core games.
Jeez.
Okay.
Yeah.
And who?
Yeah.
Sorry, who's the publisher behind these games?
Oh, it's Team Shanghai Alice. So it's a solo developer team
Okay.
in Japan with the main dude, the main programmer, artist, and music creator Zune.
Mm.
And he's been coming out with games from this series since Windows 98. Comes out with a new one every couple years.
Mm.
It's
Good for him.
got a crazy fandom here. Like if people like Touhou,
Yeah.
they love Touhou.
Okay.
Mm.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So like it's hard to capture the experience without actually playing it.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it's not piracy because there's no actual way to get these games anymore because there's or only limited prints in Japan only,
Mhm.
and you could only use it on Japanese machines. But for the original Windows 98 games, the fan servers have like a package that you can get all of them in. If you want to experience Touhou, try the early games because you can get them for free.
Mm.
Okay.
If you want to get one of the CDs though, like of the original one, expect to pay over $500 for it.
Yeah, it sounds like if it's a cult classic and limited
Yeah.
supply, then yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
surprised.
so CD versus free. Yeah. I'm going
And
free.
the new games that are on Steam, they're only $20 each.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, moving on to your score, and then we'll tell you how much we want to play it or not. What would you score it out of our rating system?
It's a solid 8, man. Like,
8.
8.
Holy,
Like-
that's a high score. Okay.
Right.
So I play high focus games like I play Ozu, I play Dark Souls, I play all that.
Yeah.
This game has, if I'm in a stress, it's like you die and you're like, that was my fault. I messed up. It's not like that was unfair. It's like you might experience that the first couple hundred times you die, but then after that you just kind of realize that it's like, oh, okay, I just need to be better.
I'm looking at Dom, and I already know his. I know his like convincibility score is gonna be -5. So you're gonna have to work from there.
This guy just said, "Oh yeah, so, the first couple hundred times you die."
100 times, yeah.
So nonchalantly. Okay, go ahead, continue,
Okay.
please.
But the music keeps bringing you in, and the environment and the story. It's
Right.
just like, imagine you're fighting a boss, and then you're just kind of like, after you beat them, you're like, haha, fool, I just schooled you.
Yeah. After like he schooled you 150 times.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
You know what?
Beat
It's
him
got
one time.
such charm. Like, and it's all like old school pixel graphics.
Yeah.
Mm.
So if you have that like love for that thing, and my god, the backgrounds are so good because all of the shots, like in the boss phases, contributes to the backgrounds.
Mm.
So you might be fighting something that has an aspect of like they're a vampire or something. They shoot like blood lasers at you. It does have an in-game function to practice all of the boss fights for each stage.
Okay. So okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Which you also have to unlock by fighting them without using the bombs.
Okay.
A fun way.
So, all right. So moving on to the convincibility. Will I play this score? I'll go first because I already know Dom's score. So
You already
Yeah.
know.
I'll say for me it was at a 7
Mhm.
until you mentioned all these like nuances in the game where I'm just like, listen, I like tough games. I love punishment in games as well, just as much as you do. But when you start having nuances, like don't use bombs and we'll tell you the rest of the story and also let you practice the bosses. This goes down to a 4. That doesn't mean I won't try it. Like, I will try it, but it's gone down to a 4 because of nuances. The music,
Yeah.
sure, like I get it. Like what you're saying.
Check
is
it
a
out
vibe.
on YouTube at least, man. Like,
Yeah. It sounds like a vibe to me, and that's the main reason to play it. Dom,
You already know. Come on, man.
-5.
Can we go negative?
You can, yeah. You can only go up to -10, so it's like the complete opposite of 10.
You know, with each 100 time that he mentioned that you would die, you just keep going down like 10 points. Just 10 points off each time.
but it's about the struggle.
So-
You know me, like I don't like stress in my gaming. And
It's
this
zero
sounds like
stress.
You
You'll
do.
go through and be
you're
like,
like
He
Oh,
wants,
I
he
feel so
wants
calm.
peace always.
I like peace in my gaming, and he wants stress.
like it's like pure Master Oogway inner peace. Like you just
Like,
go
you
through
know,
like,
died
I
so
felt
many
so much
times.
stress in that, and then I'm just like,
Don't-
release.
I think it's numbness is what it is. I think you die so many times you become numb to it. That's
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I want
Okay.
that in my life. So I'll stick to the negative score on that.
Okay.
I will give you some points on the score though, because music is very important in gaming. for
Like
me.
at least check out the music
So I
on
would do that.
YouTube.
I would
Okay.
check out.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So what's your final score then?
Well, then you started at -10, but the music will give you like 2 more points, so now you're at
So -8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, this is the first time on the show where it didn't work out. Like wasn't convinced or not to. I mean, I'll try the game, but I'm not looking forward to it. But Noah says it's an 8 out of 10, so that's a pretty damn high score from him. So if you also
Yeah.
are a penchant for punishment, check it out yourselves. And as Noah
Yes.
said, you can get all the other games on the fan sites or fan servers, or you can get the newest games on Steam.
Yes.
So
And play it, please. It's such a good game.
to you. Okay, so
Yeah.
please subscribe and like if you like this video, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.
Yeah. Bye.